What's going on, guys? Chris, welcome to the series where I still lose my sanity by creating giant Lego cities, pop culture recreations, and whatever my mind comes up with inside of Lego Fortnite. And today we're doing something really cool, which is a remake of a video I did last year, which is Fnaf 1. So if you don't remember, I made Fnaf 1 in August, and for those new as well, Fnaf 1 is probably one of my most popular videos on the channel. And I want to remake a lot of the new pieces inside of Lego Fortnite since it's been a while since that video, and a lot of cool stuff has been added to make this more accurate to the original game and more closer to it in a way, and a fun fashion. And it's not totally because I want this, because to build up FNAF 1 location inside my newer Lego City world. Okay, it's a partially that. Okay, partially that, but hear me out. But today it is a lot of fun bringing together, and oh my god, I just enjoyed remaking this once again. It was a lot of fun, and I actually do have a tutorial on the channel currently for those who want to check out the actual layout of the flooring, the walls, and the actual exterior of the build. Which the flooring is kind of one change. The flooring was made for when I was making the main decorations to the build, but if you want to check out the tutorial, I definitely will have a tag on screen right now, and I definitely recommend checking out if you are very interested in tutorials and really like the build, I guess. But with that being said, let's just check out the full-on build. This is very similar to another build which I showcased before, which is my FNAF for Fredbear's Diner recreation, which man, I just love this exterior. It is basically 100% inspired by this, and the only difference that I can see is really just one. This is there's several differences, but one of the things that I point out with my own eyes is this here is a bit taller than what you got over here. But at the same time, I absolutely love this design for Freddy's, and I definitely gonna be incorporating this kind of formula a bit more for my Freddy recreations going forward, with different styles and different ways to kind of tweak it to make it unique for each build. But over here you got the giant Freddy head, you got the main sign, you got all this different type of stuff, like the back here over here. Not much is going on, but you got this light too, so when it's at night, it has Freddy's eyes just glowing in the dark, which is pretty cool. But let's just jump into the interior. It is exciting. And also one difference I do want to pinpoint from the original is I added a parking lot. I know, it's such a massive change. I was actually considering adding William Afton's car, which is something I might do eventually. If you know what I'm talking for midnight motorists. We just add the purple car just around here somewhere. I think I'm gonna eventually do that, maybe for the Into the Pit remake that I'm planning on doing eventually. I'm just saying, it would be cool. But we'll just start off with the reception, which, yeah, I added the reception. This is an entrance. Of course, you need a way to enter Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. And we got the little, registers, you got the phone, and you got the seating over here. Because if you go to, main, diner locations, they actually, if you're, overbooked, they'll have you, wait in the lobby. And I kind of want to do that here. And, of course, you got a little vent on the top as well. So going in here, we have main stage of Freddy's, which is very different. It's kind of different from the last time you guys saw this. And the original world of my Lego City and Fortnite series, which has became a Lag Topia, which is why I no longer go there and create this world in September of last year. It is very bad. Oh my god. That gave you a better view of the stage, didn't it? But the stage here is really cool. Of course, you got these little framing neighborhood gallery floorings here to kind of divide the wood. And you got the haunted galleries interior pieces to make the curtains, which are a lovely fun design. And you got over here all the main staples of the animatronics, Bonnie's guitar, Freddy. There's a little bear there. There's a microphone. That's cool. And of course, you got the plates for Chica. No one knows where the animatronics are. They just got snapped away. It's Thanos just showed up and went I'm a notable. And all that just happened. We also had drums here in Fazbear Entertainment. Don't know why. And we also got some clouds in the background. I'm so proud of these clouds. I will tell you about these clouds. Let me tell you about the clouds. You see, I used the firework piece to kind of have these attached to the wall, which you're gonna see me use once again in a few minutes. But it was so cool. I just like using the fireworks. If you don't know, the thruster trick is where I bringing this up for those who are new, who may not know. The thruster trick is when you use this, and then you basically are able to add stuff like this on the walls, the floors. It's so cool. It's so simple, but it adds so much detail-wise. And especially over here for Pirates Cove, you got the sign. You had the out of order sign right here. And I did that using the thruster piece and the first org gallery, which, oh my god, I didn't get to brag about this a lot when I made the agency video. But I hope Epic does more of this, because if you go to the freaking first order, no other gallery has this 2x2. Look at it, 2x4. 2x4. We got a 2x4 freaking piece in Fortnite. I've been, that's something, you don't know how many times when I'm making sidewalk or something in a flooring for one of these builds, and I have a 2x4 gap. And I just remove all the floor. Thank you. This is this piece right here is the best thing to be added inside of Lego Fortnite. Mark my words. Look at this thing. It's a beautiful thing. It's just incredible. Oh, the way. So it was really cool just being able to like add stuff like this to the map. So the sign's really cool. I really enjoy it. And of course, Pirates Cove has like cool little like exterior thing going on right here, which is pretty cool. And also using the haunted gallery as well. The one change I did make from the tutorial that I made a few days ago was I updated the flooring about here, and I basically got the Raven's Gallery, which is this right here, Raven's Roost, and I basically went to like the 2x2 thing, removed the flooring that's evolved like right here to kind of put it by the 2, and then it's kind of even here. So if you did follow the tutorial, then this is the only thing you really need to change, and then it goes up to like about like right here, which I think it's like about like 2, right? I'm gonna definitely like fact check this right here. It's about 3. It's about 3. So it's like about 3 of the pieces like in flooring here. So if you watch the tutorial and you follow that, that's the only change that's really was made by me to kind of make this more accurate to FNAF 1. Because it does have like a red and black floor that's going on right here. For how it's gonna split off. So I wanted to kind of change that to make it more accurate to the games. But also something cool that was added is I added arcade machines, because we did not have that the last time I made this map. Let's say this map, I mean like Freddy Fazbear's in general. So we got some cool things. You got this little Durber thing, which I think represents candies, and of course you got this little, normally this is for like a Rex, the Rex Raptor skin inside of Fortnite, but I'm saying it's a Pop Goes reference, because it's basically Pop Goes. I love FNAF fan games. I really do. Or you got some fish stick stuff, and you got the llama. Once again, I love adding arcade machines. They add a lot to like pizzeria places, so it makes sense for it to be in Freddy's. And also we have a little jukebox. What did I just say? Jukebox that you can actually listen to right here. Don't mind the red light that's blooming from that side of the room. There's no reason that's there. Totally not at all. It's not like we have like a yellow rabbit in the backstage. Yeah, don't worry, we actually don't. We moved him a few days ago. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be in a game called Dead by Daylight. No, don't worry about it. But yeah, there's a jukebox, so if you want to listen to tunes, you can do that. I'm personally not playing it because I listen to a lot of copyright music in my free time. But over here we got the main bathrooms, which of course I added some seating over here because you don't know, sometimes bathrooms could be full and you might just have to wait, and instead of like you don't want to be in the chaos probably, and just like, yeah, I'm just gonna wait here. So, how was your day, friend? But we got a little trash can over here for banana. You got some flowers, you got some paintings, you got some pizza stuff, and of course you got these little bathrooms with very little room. It's identical on both sides. I'm not going to that one because that's the female's restroom. You're a weirdo. But God. I'm sorry, I crack myself up, so I think it's like obvious that I laugh at my own jokes a lot. Like it's either I laugh at my own jokes or I just caught myself off, like catch myself off guard, man. Over here we got the back rooms, or the secret rooms by Mr. Purple Guy, William Afton. And of course, you see this torture chair right here, and this is using a piece from the first story, which is a literal torture chair from the sequels. You know that one scene with Kylo Ren tortured Ren? Yeah. It's that chair. How nice. You got William's working workbench right here, and you got this little thing referencing the like minigame from FNAF 3, which is pretty cool. Over here, you got some... Why am I saying the same thing over again? I didn't say it, but I was like thinking, yeah, we have the pizza paintings once again. I'm like, brother, you just mentioned that before. Don't say it again. Over here you have the parts and service, which... God, I'm catching myself so off guard, guys. I apologize. But over here, you have the parts and service room, which is a bit more accurate than most times when I make this, because normally I just have like the little like I can show you what I normally do. I think you know this if you're for those who know. I normally use this piece from the Mos Eisley gallery. Not that piece exactly. It's normally like this piece, which yeah, it works, but also it's like it's cool. But I decided to actually add the shells from FNAF 1 to kind of add more accurate, and I add like random stuff like these helmets, the little robot that appeared multiple times. You got the pumpkin up there, and you got this little like camera from the I think it's the Daily Bugle Friendly Neighborhood that's representing like a Foxy endoskeleton, like an endoskeleton that would probably go on like something like Foxy, even though Foxy is the same endoskeleton as everyone else. And there's a freaking llama outside. He always comes back. He's like William Afton. I just removed them before I started recording. This is crazy, man. But of course, you got a little droid up here representing the endoskeleton, and he makes noises. And of course, you got some piping in here as well. Over here, you got some other cool stuff, like some guitars on the walls right here, and a clock, which is pretty cool. Also, you got the kitchen, which not much is going on for the kitchen. You got a little knife, you got an oven, you got some pizzas over there that was just made. You got some little fresh little dessert stuff that they might throw out there for guests. You got this little soda area, and you got some sinks, you got some dishes, you got some really other stuff as well. You got the menu. And yeah, there's not much really to say about the kitchen, but it's a real cool addition. Of course, over here, you got the hallways, which are pretty cool. You got some television, you got some monitors, you got some little paper, like the Star Thing representing the old children paintings. You got a bunch of other stuff as well, like a little vent that I love adding because it reminds me of, like, I think the Gmod map, where you can actually see, like, you go inside Freddy's. This is a thing of me fixing from previous Christmas mistakes. I added the paintings on the other side last time. These are supposed to be where the crying child paintings are. I'm pretty sure I made that error last time, and I shall make fun of past Chris for it every single time now. But yeah, this is reference to the Easter egg inside FNAF 1 where you can see the crying child images. Over here at the little thing right here representing the rule sign inside FNAF, so that's what the shield's representing. Of course, got some boxes here as a little clutter. One thing that I did change from the original build that I made is we actually have the FNAF 1 windows. That's right, we got windows now, but it's just a major like accomplishment that Fazbear Entertainment has done for his establishment. You gotta love it, you gotta need it, it's amazing. But of course, so you got some other stuff as well, like some lockers in here from like Help Wanted. You got this little pumpkin thing representing the Halloween update. You got this other thing going on, because I could have just used a desk for this, but one of the main things about the FNAF 1 office is there's like a little like stereo in the bottom, so I wanted to add that. And of course, you got this little here. And this gave me more room anyway to add a bunch of like the other clutter, like the monitors and the fan, the iconic fan, and of course you get the phone. You got this representing the Subrelate poster, but instead it's just Spider-Man. Is this Fazbear location funded by the Daily Bugle? I'm getting that vibes. You got the little thing right here representing the child pictures once again. And it's just a lot of newspaper clippings for some reason. I swear, this place is run by Daily Bugle or something. Is J. Jonah Jameson here? But we're on the other side for the hallways. You got some other stuff as well, like some basically the Avengers magazine. You got Peely, you got some more posters, you got the monitors. So over here we have some of the piping, which is all over the walls, which you've probably seen the older hallway as well. Over here, some pizza decorations, which is all over the pizzeria. And of course, you got some pictures as well. And along with the paintings, once again, representing the child pictures that are in the FNAF games. Over here, we got some cool stuff. It's the price edition of Fazbear Entertainment, which is the janitor's office. We got a box. We got some cool cabinets over here. We got the broom. We got the filing machine. Everything that we ever want. Being real, there's not much going on here. It's supposed to be real. There's nothing gone. There's not much going on here. Besides, this is Bonnie's like one chill spot that would probably interrupt him a lot in the FNAF games. The vents are of course like an Easter egg to like the wires that you see a lot in FNAF 1 and FNAF 2 particularly. If you remember back in Sister Location, like during like the Sister Location was starting to release, and I would just see Ennard. I remember like the fan theories where everyone's like, Ennard's connected to all the games. He predates everything. And then we're here in like 2025 with the Mimic doing the same exact thing. He's doing it with the freaking Ennard couldn't. The Mimic. Guys, the Mimic. But seriously, it's so cool. Like, well, I like FNAF Furies, man. Even I make my own FNAF Furies. I have some of my own like thought process, which I might share one day, maybe, eventually. If you guys want to hear my hot takes about FNAF, my own personal theories of things, let me know down in the comments below. But yeah, that's basically about it for today's video. I know it's a lot. It's a lot. It made like kind of like a 10-minute video basically. It was a lot of fun. I've got re-recording this part as I just went to go see Thunderbolts. I know. An absolutely amazing film. I definitely recommend it. And if you're wondering why I'm dressed up as Batman, I'm just on the Batman hype train ever since they announced the Batman and Deadpool crossover, which I'm very excited about. It might be the first time I actually buy a comic on day release. But seriously, I know I'm going a bit off topic, but seriously, it was a lot of fun making this build. And actually, since it's nighttime, I actually can show you guys something, as I did mention it early on. Is yeah, Freddy's eyes do glow slightly in the dark. It's not that big of a like glow, but it's there, which is pretty cool. And also, I got to see the patch notes for the newest Fortnite update that's releasing to. It should be for today when this video is going out, but it is for tomorrow for me. It's basically they're fixing the issue with the first order lights, which is pretty cool, where the lighting will not work, which is amazing, and I might show off the agency again But yeah, once again, this build, it was an absolute blast to work on. It was a lot of fun revisiting this build in general, as the last time I did try to do this, it was like in August last year, and so much got added since then, such as the Raven's Roost gallery, the Haunted gallery, especially the Fortnite Festival gallery that released in December. That was a game-sharing gallery. That's one of my favorite like additions to Fortnite and like Lego Fortnite in general, because we got so much from that one gallery alone. Like from the difference, I could bring up so much like this, the Winterfest stuff. You got like, oh my god, I can go on and on. Like, yeah, like the freaking music stuff right here. Like this is all perfect. This is all perfect for FNAF. And like all these additions just helped make this build come to life. I don't know what's the best way to say it. Like there's so much stuff. Like the little guitars here. I can pinpoint everything. I can pinpoint all of it. I can pinpoint all of it. I can go on and on. And especially if they change the first ore gallery with like these. I can go on about that again. I can talk all day about that. I can go crazy about that. You want to see me go crazy? I was crazy once they locked me in a room. A bad room full of rats. But seriously, it was a lot of fun revisiting this. It was a lot of fun, like, just working on this again and just breaking FNAF 1 in a freaking Lego Fortnite world full of other FNAF stuff. And by the way, if you want to check out the other FNAF videos, I'll probably put them in the description down below. Why not? Normally I just have them all in the like playlist, but if you guys are interested, I'll have them down in the description below, along with the tutorial about like how, with the layout of the like interior of the walls and flooring, and also the full-on exterior if you guys are interested in that. But yeah, if you guys have any suggestions for what you want to see next, then let me know down in the comments below. I am currently working on the next episode in the series. This episode was not planned at all. It was just mostly a thing where I was like, hey, why not? And that's what I love about myself. I'm just like, I don't really plan things. I just go for the flow, pretty much. But the next episode is pretty exciting. I'm not going to spoil much about it, but I'm like kind of the very beginnings of and I'm definitely enjoying adding these like smaller episodes in between the larger projects, as it just gives me more time to let those larger projects kind of thrive and give more time that they need. And I'm going to give one teaser. It's about another indie game character that I really like, and it's about of the kind of variety, if you know what I mean. But yeah, with that being said, once again, absolute blast to revisit this, and it's a lot cool that Spring Check got added to DBD. They're currently doing the betas as I am recording this. But yeah, with that being said, I hope you all did enjoy this video, and I hope you all have a spectacular day, and I hope you God. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy the video, please consider leaving a like, and if you're new, consider subscribing for more content just like this. And with that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and I hope you all have a spectacular day, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, everyone.